Hello everybody, it's me Tian here. Everybody's doing great. Now, let's talk about rugby. The Stormers played against the Scarlets on Saturday, and what? Okay, the Stormers played brilliantly. I mean, scoring 34 points, and not letting Scarlets get a single point on the board. I mean, what a game! Now, just a couple of takeaways from the game. Um, ben Jason Dixon receiving a yellow card in the 28th minute, and he was sent off for a off-field review for a croc roll, and it remained a yellow card because it wasn't a high degree of danger. Um, what an off-field review means is that if you ref sends you off the yellow card, he has to say he's sending you off for an off-field review, which means that the the team or someone looks at the clips again and have 8 minutes, 8 out of the 10 minutes, to make a decision of whether the yellow card remains a yellow card or it should be upgraded to a red card. Now this isn't for all yellow cards. If the ref gives a player a yellow card, and for example for a deliberate knock on, that player it won't the player won't be sent off for a team off field review. It's just a simple yellow card. The ref has to communicate to the other officials and to the players as well, that the player receiving a yellow card is being sent off for off-field review to be able to off-field review to see whether it is a yellow card, remains a yellow card, or upgraded to a red card. Yeah, if not, if the ref doesn't say that remains yellow, then it's not it, they won't look. If the ref doesn't say that the player being sent off isn't that the player isn't being sent off for off-field review, then the yellow card will definitely remain a yellow card. Um, and Sasha unfortunately got a yellow card in the 52nd minute of the match, and this he was not sent off for off-field review. It was just a simple yellow card. But um, no, it's a stupid mistake that Sasha did. The ruck was formed on the 5 meter line from the Stormers try line, and he tapped the ball back. It was on the Scarlet's ball, and he tapped the ball back in this from the Scarlet scrum half, and it was on the Stormers 5 meter line, which is cynical, and because it's so close to the try line, it's the ref gave Sasha a yellow card, and I mean I don't know what Sasha was thinking. I mean he could have just easily left it, but unfortunately, yeah, but he did play well. Um, and other he play he kicked he but other than the yellow card, he played well. I mean he um, scored a try in the 64th minute. He um, he kicked one of the three. I kicked the poles 3 times to penalties and kicked one of them over. Um, and unfortunately, he missed the other two. Um, the Stormers scored 5 tries, and because of Sasha's yellow card, he only kicked to poles four of the 5 tries, and he only converted 2 out of the 4 kicks. Um, which only gives him a 50% kicking success rate for the tries. Um, and now, if you add up the kick to poles for the tries and the penalty kicks to poles. He kicked to poles 7 times and unfortunately only converted 3 out of the 7, which gives him a total kicking for total, and it gives him a 43% kicking success rate. And Sasha, he's a brilliant player and he can kick the poles very well. But unfortunately today he didn't. Off the tee he went well, and Sasha's a brilliant player, kicks the poles brilliantly. Just not sure why he couldn't do it on Saturday. But other than that, Sasha played well. Um, had a brilliant game. Um, the 5 tries that were scored was by Evan Roos in the 10th minute, Paul de Villiers in the 40th minute, Ruben van der Heerden in the 56th minute, Sasha in the 64th minute, and Imad Khan in the 74th minute of the game. Dion, just last thing, second last thing. Dion Free sat on the bench and replaced Paul de Villiers in the 57th minute of the game, and only played 5 minutes before off. Then after 5 minutes he came off with an injury, um, and unfortunately, Yuri had to come on and replace Dion Free, who replaced Yuri had to come on and replace Dion Free, who replaced Paul de Villiers, and Yuri was the reserve flyer. And you might be wondering why does a backline player uh, uh, um, why does a backline player come on for a forward? Um, well, um, who isn't André Streisand? Um, so the reason why Yuri replaced Paul de Villiers, the reason why Yuri replaced Dion is because the Stormers didn't have any other forward replacements on the bench to be able to replace Dion. They Up until that point, the Stormers used all of their forwards, replacement forwards. Yeah, and that's why Yuri Matier replaced Dion Free, and that's why Ruanal went and played flank, moved to flank and played flank in scrums. Yeah. Last thing is Evan Roos, the first try scorer of this game. Sorry, Evan Roos, the first try scorer of the game, was the man of the match, and rightfully so. He played brilliantly. He is a machine. Yeah. Who do you guys think should have been man of the match? Um, do you guys think it should have been um, Evan Roos, or do you guys think it should have been someone else? Um, please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. No, thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. This is me, Tian, signing out.